So today we're going to be taking a look at this, which is the Thock tenkeyless keyboard from Endorfy. So I'm delighted to say that this again is another prize that I've won, and you know me by now. I do like to enter lots and lots of competitions, and I was lucky enough to win this competition. So while I'm on that, I want to give out a big shout out to Nada, excuse me, over at Texters for holding this giveaway. So yeah, big thanks to her, and if you get a chance, pop over to her channel and have a look at all the fantastic videos the guys over there do. And speaking of Endorfy, you may have never heard of Endorfy before. They're a relatively new company to the market in comparison to some of the other ones out there. But yeah, they're a European based company, and they do a wide range of products that you can see here on their website. Loads and loads of different accessories, from headphones, microphones, keyboards, mice, mouse pads, you name it. And they also do a list of various PC components as well, which includes air cooling, liquid cooling, cases, power supplies, fans, and so on. But today we are concentrating on keyboards, as that is basically what I won. And in my case, I won a TKL wired keyboard. But you can see here on Endorfy's website, and again, while we're on the subject, Endorfy's website is a fantastic website. Just nice and simple, everything's laid out very clearly. I'll give them a big thumbs up for that. There's loads and loads of websites out there I find really cluttered. It can be a bit hard to navigate around, but Endorfy's website's plain, clean, simple and easy to find what you're actually looking for. So yeah, back to the keyboards. You can see here all the different keyboards. They go from full-size keyboards all the way down to compact keyboards, 75% keyboards, tenkeyless keyboards in there as well. And you can also see you've got a choice of wired or wireless. And also under each of those, you have the choice of colour in black or white. And the particular one that I have is the Thock TKL Onyx White Pudding keycaps. And again, if you just go right into that here, you can see we've also got options of switches as well when you come to order of these. There's Kale Reds, Kale Blue, Kale Browns, and you can select the keyboard layout, whether it's international, and there's various other layouts there as well. They might be limited to the keyboard layout depending on the size of keyboards you get, but you'll see for yourself if you happen to go into their website to shop around. So what I'll do for you now is I'll do an unboxing and we'll take a closer look at this keyboard in more detail. I'll do a sound test for you, and then I'll show you how to install the software and go over the features of the software, and yeah, take you through everything that this little fantastic keyboard can do. Right, let's see what we've got in the packaging. So up the top corner we've got the Endorfy logo, of course, and again the Thock TKL Pudding Onyx White mechanical keyboard, and this one comes with the Kale Red switches. Over the other side, USB showing it's a wired one, programmable RGB lighting, detachable cable in case you want to use your own cable, which is good, PBT double shot keycaps, N key rollover, macro function, and an excellent 2 years warranty, which is also good to see. What else have we got in the box? Anything else? Again, Endorfy logo, and then on the back, what's in the box, but we'll show you that anyway. And also we've got some specifications of the keyboard, which is quite good to see as well on the back of the packaging. So inside the box itself, we are all technology heroes. A little statement on the box there. And here we have a 1.8 metre braided cable, and I've got to say this is a great feeling cable, nice and sturdy, thick I should say, good quality cable. Gold plated Type A connection at one end, and then we've got a gold plated Type C connection to another, but it's nice cable that. And then on to what else is in the box. We have a quick start guide, just showing you how to quickly connect the keyboard up to the PC and how to download the app, but I'll cover that anyway. I actually think there's a more in-depth manual online. And inside this little kind of polythene sleeve, we have the keyboard itself, and right away you can feel that this thing's got quality to it. There's a decent weight in it, which I really like to see. We've got a metallic top plate here, which looks like a powder coated aluminium plate, nice and solid. The Endorfy logo at the left corner here, but it really is, there's no flex in that, there's no twist, which is good to see. Over here we've got some status LEDs as well, just under the delete key for your caps lock and your Windows lock. Nothing on the back, nothing on the left hand side, but on the right hand side we've got the Endorfy logo, and that where in the wireless keyboard, that's where your switch would be for Bluetooth and wireless. On the back here we've got a keycap puller, an all plastic back here with some rubber feet on it to stop it from slipping on your desk. Got this kind of triangular pattern on the back, and we've also got 2 feet for different heights, and each of those feet have little rubber pads on the bottom of them as well. Here we can see the USB Type-C connection, and a really nice cable management design on this keyboard, which allows you to basically plug the cable in and route it to either the left hand side, middle, or the right hand side of your keyboard, depending on where your PC is placed, which is a nice feature to see as well. And if you turn it over, you can see if you happen to have one of these odd computers where it would be sitting on the left hand side of your desk. But yeah, just tuck it in and clip it into place. Nice and neat. So the keycaps themselves are double PBT keycaps. These are the Onyx ones, which are slightly translucent to allow the light to come through, but they do look really nice quality. And then onto the switches themselves, which are hot swappable. The red Kale switch, a linear switch, and it's also boxed as well, which should help stop key wobble, but everything just feels nice and sturdy, feels well made. So far so good. And if you're interested in the dimensions, it's 361.5mm along the top by 140mm down the side, and it weighs 930 grams. So for the software, it's just a case of jumping back onto the Endorfy website, and there's 2 ways you can do this. We can go to the support tab, which is up here, software, and then we've got keyboards. You can expand that, and if you get software for the wireless and software for the wired keyboards, click on that and download the execute file. If not, you can go straight to the product itself. In my case, we are going to the Thock tenkeyless Onyx White pudding. You can go in there, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and again down here you can find the software. Click on that, download the execute file, double click it and install the software as you would with anything else. So I've already installed it, and as once you get it installed, you'll have a screen something similar to this. Up at top we've got a few tabs: illumination, button, macro and other. I'll just go through a few of those for you. So right away you can see that we've got a load of different preset effects here. I'm not going to go through them all, but under each of the effects you can also change the brightness, dragging this all the way down, dragging it all the way up, and then you can also change the speed on the effect itself. In certain effects you've also got the option of changing how it moves, whether it's to the right or to the left by this toggle. This isn't available on all of them. And then down here you've also got your colour wheel. You can change to whatever colour you want it to be, but for the demonstration we'll leave it on the good old RGB, the rainbow spew. So like I say, I'll just take you through a couple of these just to see how they look. And just before I do that, can I just mention like how good the RGB is on this keyboard, and also if you could like pay attention to the actual keys themselves, the keycaps. Endorfy use their own type of font, which I quite like. Maybe not to everybody's taste, the kind of broken lettering, you can just see it on the R and on the D there maybe, but I really like that font. But anyway, back to the different styles we've got. So this one's called corrugated, we've got cloud, it's serpentine, So all these different effects. We've got a breathing effect, reaction, which reacts to the keys as they're pressed, and you can see them gradually changing colour as I'm pressing them. We've got ripples, which one I really like. I love that effect. It's a great looking effect. And then we've got traverse, which I believe goes all the way along the line that you press. Another nice little touch. Stars, flowers and so on. So there's loads there. Rain. So there's tons and tons, but down the very bottom we've also got a custom one. Now, as you can see, I've already set that to a custom design that matches my setup, the theme of my setup, which is red and white. But if you want to do your own, basically you can just click this complete extinction, which I find the wording in it's quite funny, but complete extinction gets rid of all the lights for you, and then you can just choose a colour that you want to use, say red for instance, and just start pressing all the keys that you want to be illuminated by the colour red, and so on. And then if you want a different colour, just change it to white, and then you can start pressing all the other keys that you want to be white. So tons and tons of customization. What I would have liked to seen is the ability to kind of drag a window around certain keys, so you can do them as all one group. That doesn't seem to be an option, but maybe Endorfy can look into that in future software updates. Anyway, that's enough of the customization of the lights. Should also mention you can add profiles to the keyboard in the software here. I've only got a one profile, but you could set up multiple profiles depending on what you're doing. You could have a particular gaming profile or one set to particular games, so that the lighting matches the game. It's totally up to you. Over here is the button for customizing all the keys. You can change whatever key you want to a different key. If you'd want to do that, I don't know why you would want to do it, but the option's there anyway. Macros, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You can set up a combination of keys that'll basically mimic actions. You could set, just for talk's sake, you could just set one button as the number 1 for instance, and Control Alt Delete to get into your Control Alt Delete menu. So yeah, I'm not even going to go into macros. You know what that's about. Then other, this button here is set the window key property. You click that, and it brings up this window, which is obviously built into Windows itself. If you want to change any of these settings, and then we've got Windows Lock. You don't ever really want to come in and do that through the software, but there is shortcuts you can use. Exchange key, which exchanges the arrow keys to WASD, and then the N key as well. And down the bottom here we've got USB polling rate. So that's pretty much the software. It's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. I quite like that it's basic. To me, it's quite a simple piece of software to use. Might not be to everybody's taste, but if you're not happy with the software, you can actually do a lot of these commands using the keyboard itself. You don't even need to come into the software, and I'll just pop something up on the screen for you just now showing you some of the commands, but it's a case of pressing the function key and other keys on the keyboard, and it adjusts the lighting for you, adjusts the speed, adjusts the effect and so on. And also you've got the buttons for like function F10 and F11 for adjusting the volume and so on. So you can see that in the picture I've got on the screen for you, and that is basically the software. Again, any questions about it, please feel free to leave some comments down and below, and I'll answer them for you. And now we'll just do a short sound test for you. Just place a mic beside the keyboard. So early impressions of this keyboard is it looks as if it's going to be a fantastic little keyboard. I love the weight of it, I love the build quality of it. Absolutely love the look of the Onyx keycaps. I love how the RGB shines through, and I really like just how customizable it is. I've recently built my first custom keyboard from the Ola GMK87 keyboard, I think it's called. And as much as I love it, and I managed to pick all my own switches and pick my own keycaps and stuff like that, it's quite limited software wise of the customization, and to me I miss that. I've had keyboards in the past where there's loads and loads of customization to match whatever theme you've got your PC set up at, and I've got to say that this little keyboard ticks the box there for me anyway for customization. I think it's brilliant. So many things so far I think have been good. The websites I mentioned earlier on, the nice simple software to download and how easy it is to kind of navigate over the software, and just how easy it is to get this thing up and running and how it sounds. So it's early days yet. I've obviously only got this keyboard today and I've played about with it for a short time, but I'm going to give it a go for the next few weeks and I'll see how I got on with it, and hopefully everything's good. So thumbs up to Endorfy for this this keyboard, and I'd imagine the rest of the keyboards will be the same. But anyway, that's it over and done with. If you've got any questions about the keyboard, please feel free to leave questions down in the comments below. If you can as well, guys, please leave a like and a subscribe if you can possibly, and I'll be back to you soon with something else. See you later.